Hello all of you, I am Gabriele, welcome to my channel. This is another The Isle video with Deinosuchus in Gateway. Unfortunately, I cannot upload this much content as I would like, so I think I owe some of you an apology for that. And because personal circumstances, I just cannot. Choices that I have made, it's what it is right now. Unfortunately, you have to make choices at times, and one of my choices is not allowing me to upload as much content as I would like on YouTube. Anyway, so please forgive me. I like you all that have been supporting me so far with comments, likes, views, with positive and constructive criticism. And well, today is another Deinosuchus video on Gateway. Gateway, the map that is in the stress test server, basically, just for a few chosen ones. I really hope it's coming soon for the public, but who knows when. Now, let's start it. Doesn't matter where, because I have no idea of Gateway map. I know it's big, I know it does have plenty of places for humans, compounds, for facilities, human facilities, many new things, amazing things that allow your imagination to run wild. Now, water access, southern beach or swamp is water access. I don't know, I like the name water access. Water access to what? So confirm and let's get going. Okay, it is dark, it is dark. Now, as many of you know, you have to press X to know have night vision on. X button. Now this is just some basics. Many of you will already know it. We already know them. Now the first thing you wanna do if you spawn not in water is you sniffing your surroundings. Because you are a carnivore, you can sniff while moving too. That's a prerogative of being a carnivore. That's a good thing. Now because I don't see water, where do you think water can be? Probably south, probably downhill. I'm going downhill then. There is no special reason, just I think that downhill I will find water. Usually you might find some water uphill too, but I think it's less likely to find water uphill, just going downhill, just doing what my instincts say to me. Now once we get to water, again, I don't know absolutely the map. I know there are some facilities, human facilities, mercenary facilities. The game is lagging a bit, so might be not that good actually if it is lagging, but everything is work in progress. The map in itself is bigger than the Isla Spiro portion of map that all of us are playing on at the moment in the current version that is not the stress test server. It's actually, this map Gateway is 4 times or nearly 4 times bigger than the current area, playable area in Isla Spiro. Isla Spiro is huge, but only 1/4 of that island is playable, and that's a big bummer. But again, if you have 100 players and the map is really huge and the server is full with 100 players, it's gonna be really difficult to engage in player versus player or in player with player in cooperative gameplay, depending on what you are looking for, or simulation. But generally speaking, everyone gathers around the player versus player. It doesn't matter how many excuses there are around. Taking care of another player that is not your same species is still well, the same thing as when you are packing with someone else that is not your same species just to gain certain advantages. You know, might be good for you, might be good for third parties, might be good for you and the third parties, or even a fourth party that you do not know. Many things, not only your point of view, even others' point of views. Now, I keep sniffing the air because I actually have no idea. Water access, I don't see water. So in Gateway with Deinosuchus, you spawn on land. I mean, this is the second time that I actually spawned on land with Deinosuchus, so I assume you do not necessarily, at least, spawn in water. That sucks. Also, you might notice that your heading is actually huge. I mean, check the north, that's north. And now I go and check south. I do this with the free look camera, pressing the Alt button. If you press the Alt button and you move, you can just check your surroundings. Alt button, and you check your surroundings. All right, I would love to find some water. Actually, I cannot sniff any droplets on my heading. That sucks. That sucks. And this beast will run as fast as possible from any Deinosuchus that is the same size or bigger at the moment during growth stages, because you know what, you have Deinosuchus in your own diet. Deinosuchus, so you are cannibal. You cannot trust others. Also, it's gonna be pretty interesting once many playables are in Gateway. I mean, once the server is full with 100 players, or I mean, let's hope for 200 players playing at the same time on one server in Gateway. You're gonna have migrations set in place. You're gonna have, depending on where certain plants are placed or certain AI animals are placed, you get to play migrations even with carnivores, depending on where certain food items are set, or where certain migrations for herbivores are headed. It depends. Okay, there is a road. I like road. No, I kinda do not like roads, because if you are fast, if you are strong, if you want to move around the island, and you are prone to breaking your legs, would you go in a rough territory, on a rough zone with plenty of cliffs, with plenty of bumps on the road, or would you choose a straight road? You choose a straight road. So if you are strong enough, yes, you can follow a road. If you are not strong enough, well, follow the road, but not the road itself like I am following now, like this this path. Do not follow it like in the middle, because there might be something stronger around you that can take you down easily. I'm just going downhill again, because fingers crossed I will find some water. And once I find some water, well, yay, I find some water, nothing else. Is that water? What time is it in game, by the way? So this is kind of a new user interface. You have 100% health. You have the same heart as in the previous user interface for your dinosaur, but you actually can read the percentage of health you have. Before the weight, at the moment my Deinosuchus is 331 kilograms. Supposedly I have 331 hit points, and I have 100% of these 331 hit points. And out of now 370, I just grew a bit with this bad diet I am on at the moment. Alright, I think I found water. I think I have found water in front of me. The sun should be rising any moment now. Is 650, asset nest site asset location time 650. Now, if Vulnona.com, which is the Isle interactive map, were to be active for Gateway, it is not, because Gateway is still work in progress, heavily work in progress. I'm gonna drink, forgive me, I'm gonna drink. Now, I know I'm drinking now because my animation, my visual is locked. My vision is locked into a certain place. I mean, I cannot turn my camera that much while drinking, while eating, while probably performing many actions. You won't be able to check your surroundings as good. This is improving cooperative gameplay, in my opinion. So you are kind of forced playing with other players. It is good. Migration system, a good migration system, a good map. Gateway is a really good map that Jace and developers did according mostly, I assume, to what community said, because The Isle is a community-driven game in the end. In the end, it's a great game. Producers, programmers, modelers, mappers. Forgive me if I forget some worker titles. I don't know them all to create games. They are doing an excellent job. Super slowly, but steadily. Very steadily and very slowly too. So 7:15, I can remove night vision. I can see something. This is Unreal Engine 5. As soon as night fades and the sun comes out, you're gonna see a fantastic map. There is a lot of foliage, a lot of new assets. Let's go, for example. Now, this is bad gameplay. Don't check my gameplay now, because this is just plain bad gameplay. You do not want to cross a river like that while you can't see underground. What's this? What's this? A tree trunk. All right, this is a tree trunk. This is a tree trunk. Tree trunk here. I wanna launch to run away and stay as close as possible to the river bank, so I can run on land if there is a bigger Deinosuchus than me around. So bigger Deinosuchus around me, they won't be able to see me if I place myself something like this. Okay, I can't do that because I am a little dino, but as soon as you are big enough, you will be able to place your Deinosuchus something like this. Your body will be fully covered by water, unless there is another playable around, another player that is actually above you or yes, next to you. They will be able to see your figure. Otherwise, if they are a bit farther, they won't be able to see you at all. And this is the best position for Deinosuchus, because you can do two things. You can use underwater sonar while standing still. That will increase the range at which you see any movement in water. So if there is another Deinosuchus farther away in water, I will be able to see some water bubbles moving around in the river. You have that as a passive ability too, but the range of identifying any movements around you is very limited. Instead, while using underwater sonar, which is the same button as sniffing around, you will be able to identify any movements in water from farther away. Now there is nothing moving in water, not even an elite fish from the looks of it, but it's alright. And by doing this, in this position, I am also sniffing whatever is around. If there is a carcass around, I am able to sniff it. There is no carcass around. By the way, check the image, the reflection of my Deinosuchus in water. I mean, all of these things are pretty amazing. All of these things are pretty amazing, in my opinion. Now, performance is not the best, but it will improve. It will improve eventually. Night vision off. This is how the game looks like at dawn. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Now, if you want to run away, run on land. If you are a little Deinosuchus, you can easily escape from any bigger Deinosuchus. Although you are not as fast as them, you have so much stamina compared to any bigger Deinosuchus that any bigger Dino will actually drop the chase, because you are not enough food for them. Or at least I do drop the chase, because it's not, the risk of running after a little Deinosuchus is not worth. It's not worthy, unless you have a personal grudge against that little Deinosuchus in particular that you're chasing. But the game in itself is about survival. And as survival games, you want to survive, and sometimes certain choices might not be the best. So I completely ignore what this river is, but I am able to sniff the drop of water. Check it on my heading now. You can. So amazing surroundings. I want to go and sprint a bit because I have a ton of stamina. My speed is not the best. I might need to use the Alt button to check my surroundings a bit, just below the water level, up above the water level, and if possible I will press Control and stay below the water surface. And whilst I continue at this depth in the river, I press again Alt button. Oh, sorry, I went up above. So I press Alt button, so I have the free look. I'm still moving forward, but I keep the same depth. at which I was when I pressed the Alt button again. Now I'm going up again. I'm going up again. I'm too close to the surface. Right, now let's sprint. Let's sprint, and I should keep the same depth. Actually, I'm not entirely sure of that, but I assume I should keep the same depth. I am keeping the same depth. Aren't I? So I think so. So same depth with the Alt button, no or not? I don't know. Probably some things have changed then. Probably some things have changed. All right. My oxygen has kicked in. You might see the icon of oxygen. If I haven't timed this thing yet, but you should have 10 minutes. If I mistake not, you have 10 minutes underwater. If I mistake not, take that with a grain of salt. Again, when you play, you have, and you want to write in chat anything, you will see only your same species chat nearby in a shorter range. I don't know how far that range goes of chat, but that's how it goes. Sometimes I wonder if it is a good thing or not, as most players use Discord or TeamSpeak. Do people still use TeamSpeak? I guess so. So, wow, amazing. Is the river going down below? Oh man, I like these. So is that some water droplet? Some blood droplets. Sometimes I think I see water droplets. Now, you can get into this trunk to get safer from bigger Deinosuchus, but remember, you have 10 minutes. If they decide to camper you, you will have a big problem, oxygen problem, while they don't. So the best choice is not hiding in this, unless you are actually hiding from them, because you have the land full of terrestrials, aggressive terrestrials. Then you want to use these trunks to hide yourself in and not be spotted. That's the best thing, not being spotted. But otherwise, run on land as fast as possible. That's the safest option. Water is deep here. Water really is deep here. Oh man, okay, all of this environment, underwater environment, is pretty cool. Lighting too. I mean, what time is it in game? 9 AM, and the sun is rising from the east. All right, probably rising in the east and setting on the west. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. And now this is all. I mean, I wanted to see some human facilities across the river, but the island is so big, and I am not sure we have any human facilities on the river. I haven't explored at all because I don't have so much time. I have to spend my time somewhere else, unfortunately. Well, or fortunately, these are personal choices. Now, this is before you could actually catch these little fish, these barracudas. I don't know how to call them, these barracudas. Now I cannot. Oh, there is an elite fish over there. Let's go and get that elite fish. I usually go for, when I'm this little, I usually go for a lunge. I used a lunge. Now the lunge unfortunately won't get you, will kill that elite fish most times, but you will have to wait for it to go afloat, and after you can eat it. That's oh no, if it stops like that and it doesn't go up above on the surface, kind of sucks, because you have to eat it piece by piece. So is it going up? It's going up very slowly, but it's going up, this Coelacanthus. Is it? It isn't. Alright, so you do lunge by pressing and holding the right mouse button. That's a pretty basic thing. You will learn it if you haven't learned it yet. Alright, so oh, something is moving. What's that that is moving? Okay, I just pressed E. What's that that is moving? Now this is the passive range, because this AI is moving close nearby me. A chicken? A swimming chicken. Alright, very interesting. I do not want to kill you just yet. Or probably yes. Wait, 1 bite, 2 bites, 3 bites. Is it still alive? So, alright, dead. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Can I eat it with 1 gulp? Can I swallow it? I mean, it's not that big after all. It isn't that big. It isn't that big. Can I zoom in? Yes, I can. Oh, amazing. Yay! Now, with diets, you need to eat, in this case, I have the two lines. Two lines are building up, the two lines nutrients. I have to finish this elite fish and get 100% of the two lines nutrients in order for another diet to kick in. Diets are getting this game a little bit harder, in my opinion. But not because the game is harder, it's necessarily bad, it's just more difficult. You need to make more conscious choices about your surroundings. So, one good thing when you escape, because of your huge amount of stamina when you are little, if you find yourself in the middle of a river, just spam the lunge, as many times as possible. You are running away, your stamina is not a problem. Now this, do you see this elite fish? This might be a problem. That elite fish around that is not yours might have been because of another Deinosuchus around. Now, I'm eating here, all chill. If I die, that's entirely on me, because I'm not checking my surroundings. There might be a bigger Deinosuchus around. But I want to get on a 2 nutrient diets at least. Now, if I manage to get on a 3 different nutrient diets, that's gonna be awesome. But in order to do that, I need a Carnotaurus, Omniraptor, Deinosuchus, which is actually possible if it's smaller than me, and Bullfrog. It's a doable diet for me. It's a doable diet because I started with the 3 nutrients already. So Crab, Pteranodon, Paki, and Tenno are probably harder to come by than any S shape or 2 lines nutrients. This is good. I'm not gonna get my belly full on a second line, on a second 2 lines nutrients, because I am aiming at a plus 50% growth rate bonus, which should be around 4.5 hours, 5 hours growth time, if I virtually keep that 100%, that plus 50% growth bonus. So remember one thing: once you are big, you wanna fight consuming your stamina. But by the way, they have a different mod texture. You are leaving back some of your footprints. All of this is pretty awesome. Also, the difference between this walk and this other walk, this is the boss walk for Deinosuchus. I don't know, I like it a lot. But the difference is, for any quadrupedal animal in the eye, like Tyrannosaurus, Stegosaurus, I guess that if you are walking like this with the Z button on or off, you make more or less sounds. Now, this thing might be just a lower profile in the grass for Deinosuchus, but if you're playing Stegosaurus or Tenontosaurus, you might hear a difference in the sounds of footsteps. Your footsteps are muffled. They don't make as much noise as when you are making the boss walk. You are slower. You are slowly moving around with your walk, but now this is a very bad gameplay, by the way. You don't walk like this around on the riverbank because you cannot check what's in water. What if there is another Deinosuchus? They lunge at you. Oh man, but we are same species. Yes, but you are a pseudo apex. You cannot have many players playing Deinosuchus in one server. What's the fun if 80 players out of 100 or 50 players out of 100 are playing Deinosuchus? You won't have as many level of interactions with other playables or game styles, so to say. You won't have as many Tyrannosaurus to find and lunge at. So that's why it's just for some certain playables. I mean, Omniraptor is fantastic, very interactive, good fighter, fast to grow. It's probably the best around if you are a social animal, so to say. I mean, doesn't necessarily mean you can take down plenty of things. Probably you won't be able to take down a Deinosuchus, but you can take down a Stegosaurus if such Stegosaurus is in a plane. By the way, this riverbank is just very realistic in my opinion. That's why I'm walking like this. You can bask. You will probably regenerate your health, your stamina twice as fast, your oxygen twice as fast. But if you bask like this, rest like this, you risk that any Deinosuchus can see you from down below the water and they launch and take you down. So always stay in water, or with one eye in water and the other one out of water. That's what I can say. If you are a big Deinosuchus, you wanna follow some gameplays. Usually you wanna go for alt bite, so left click and alt button all together, but this consumes stamina. But keep in mind that your alt bite will always aim upwards and not downwards. I mean, my alt bite is going upwards, isn't it? It's not going downwards anyway. So if you do something like this, keep in mind that if you have the lower ground and the other player does the same thing, you win because you have the lower ground. The other player will hit just the hitboxes up above, and because you have the lower ground, you won't have many hitboxes up above. But on the other case, you will, because you have the lower ground. Different types of gameplays, different types of gameplays. Of course, you need stamina. Stamina is the key to many fights or successful escapes. Anyways, I was wishing for real to find some human facilities across the river. I don't know if there are any. If you know that there are... Oh, check! That's a human facility, a big one, I'd rather say. There are plenty of those botanical gardens. I don't know if that is a botanical garden or a closed biome space, a different biome enclosed space. That's gonna be pretty cool if you have snow, if you have volcano, if you have hotter temperature, colder temperature, or that's just an aviary for Quetzalcoatlus, or for some experiments gone wrong. You never know. I got scared that this tree was some Deinosuchus. Can I get and bask on it? I mean, if I could bask on these things in water, that's gonna be just the best. I cannot bask because I am touching water. Oh, this sucks, but I am on water. I am not. Can I? What if I go a bit above? Yes. Oh, this is so cool. So that's all for today. That's one human facility. It's not exactly on the river, but we can settle. Thank you all so much for watching. Consider subscribing my channel. Again, my apologies. I cannot follow with as much content upload as I did before because of personal circumstances, personal choices. I don't regret any of them, and that's why I apologize to you, because I know some of you are have been super nice to me. Thank you all so much again, and have a great day. Bye bye.